Holy seat pad, Batman! Hello there, Riddlers, and welcome back to Building with the Boys. We now have issue 21 of Build the Batmobile Tumbler from Hachette. Now, you be forgiven for if you're a weekly buyer thinking that you were getting, oh, so the bottom pad and the top pad. No. They're really stringing this one out. You just get the bottom pad in this one, so we're getting somewhere for Batman to park his bat butt. They're dragging this one out. But that's it. It is what it is. So we are building the bottom pad of the chair. So the bottom of the chair, so somewhere for Batman to sit. Now we are using 3M tape in this one. So it's double-sided tape, which we're going to put the pad together with, and then we're going to place it in. I've not looked at the pad yet, so I don't know if it's hard plastic or if it's soft or what. I don't know. I would imagine it's hard plastic. I could be completely wrong. So we're going to do that. Then it's going to go in and we're going to hold it in place with some CP screws. So not a load to do in this one, which has pretty much been the theme of this month, but enough. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's open up 21. There is very little in here. I'm interested to see what the seat is, if it's padded, if it's... Okay, so that's a pad. That's a pad. Wasn't expecting that. And these are hard plastic. Modders, do your thing. I'm sure we can leather these seats up. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's not. This is like a rubber. Okay, so this is like a rubber. Okay. But that's all we get in this one. Wow, that's lean. Okay. Oh dear. Right, so we're going to apply these two sticky pads to the lower seat shell. Now let's make sure we're getting the right one. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? Has it? I don't know. It is right. So it's this way round we're going, and we're touching right. Okay. Scott knows. It took a minute, but we're getting there. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off of here, and we're going to I'm going to stick this one to this section here. Let's get that nice and squared up. That's where that one's going to go. So that's where that one goes, and then by process of elimination, there's only one place for this one to go. It's going to go in the larger hole at the bottom. So I'll put that one on there like so. Now these have got backings on them that are going to come off. So once those are on, we'll press those firmly down. We're going to take the tape off, and we're going to add the padded cushion, that's what they're calling it, to this. Now if this stays stuck to that, I'll be bloody amazed, but they're saying it will. So let's take this backings off of here. That's the first one off. That's the second one off. Now, this looks like a one-shot deal, because the more times you do this, the more of that stick we're going to lose. Right, well, that's quite... Yeah, okay. That's relatively simple. That lines up quite nicely. So it's going to go on there like that. Now there will be a lip. That's okay. The lip's meant to be there. So that's where that's going to go. Now what we're going to do is going to let this... I'm going to give this a couple of minutes to bond, and then I'm going to attach this to the base of the chair. I'm going to screw that in with 4 CP screws. Okay, so now that's bonded. We're going to bring our chair over. I said 4 CP screws. I thought it was. It's not. 2. 2 will do it. So let's make sure it's going the right way round. Where are we going with this? We are going to fit in this way. So it's going to fit in like so. And then we're going to put 2 CP screws in, not 4, 2. Weird, but 2 it is. And they're going to go in here. That's one. And then one more. I will say this, that rubber seat looks leathery. It looks nice. So when the back one's on, this is going to look good. And we are nearly done on this chair now. You'll be happy to hear. So that is that one done. So that's how we're now looking. We're looking all right, you know. I'm quite happy with this. Even though there's not a lot to do, I'm quite happy with where we are. But that is all there is to do in this one. Now, in the next one, we are doing the backrest, and then we are attaching it to the cockpit floor. We are done with this chair for now. Let's have a chat. So that's that one done. It looks nice, right? It looks good. It's padded. It looks good. I like that. Happy with it. It feels there's some spongy to it as well from those foam pads, because it wasn't just tape, it was pads. So there is some sponge to this. It's got a nice texture, got a nice feel to it. The seat's going to look great when it's done. I mean, we are very much nearly there. We've got the backrest to do next. If you are just sticking around for the build instructions, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't yet, please remember to both like and subscribe. It helps. The channel helps the video massively. And we really do appreciate all of the support we get. Because you all make the channel what it is. If you stick around for our Bat Chat, we've been talking about Batman Returns. And the Batman Returns, last time I spoke about it, wasn't quite the success they wanted it to be. Even though it made a lot of money, it didn't do everything they wanted it to. Because of the darker tone of the movie, it upset a lot of people. Particularly, it upset this company. So McDonald's really got behind Batman Returns. They were the biggest licensee of Batman, and they went big to the point where they actually converted some of their stores into like Batcaves, into Gotham McDonald's. They went all in. So you could get the Batman meal that was there, which is fine. I mean, you know, that's to all audiences. It's a Big Mac meal, essentially, with a commemorative cup, and you could take the top off, and the cup was like a Frisbee. But what really stung for them was they also went all in on the kids stuff. So they went massive on the kids promotion. And you could get 4 pull-back and go cars. Now, if you can remember the original McDonald's cars, you got to be of a certain age for this. You could get the ones that had Ronald McDonald, Hamburglar, and Grimace. You pull them back and they did stunts. These were the same things, but they just basically reworked the tooling for those and turned them into Batman cars. And these were those. Now, if you got a complete set of those, they're worth a small fortune. And the reason why is because the promotion was pulled. Backlash in America was huge to how dark Batman Returns was, and that McDonald's were promoting it essentially to kids. So they went after McDonald's more than anything. McDonald's was seen as, you are pushing this to children. And you've got Catwoman in what's essentially an S&M suit. You've got the Penguin biting someone's nose off and trying to throw kids into toxic waste. You've got a beauty queen being thrown off a building and smashing through a Christmas tree, and they weren't happy about it. They really weren't. So it hit the fan big time, and McDonald's were the one that were in the firing line. There were angry parents groups or religious groups that picketed McDonald's like you wouldn't believe. Not Warner Brothers, McDonald's. So McDonald's felt the pinch and pulled the plug. So that was it. So all of the Batman promotion was pulled from McDonald's. They pulled the toys immediately. The promotional Batman things lasted about a month longer, but then got pulled prematurely. And McDonald's were pissed about this. They really were not happy, because as far as McDonald's were concerned, they're promoting a superhero movie. They weren't expecting what came. So it damaged a lot. So because these angry reactions from parents, this pretty much killed the Burton franchise. So he was never going to be brought back for a third movie. They're like, we just can't, because it was then the option of, well, if we bring him back, we have to accept his vision. It really is that simple. We have to ignore the very lucrative revenue stream that we can get from our licensees, because they've all said, if he's directed the next one, we don't want no part of it. We really don't. This isn't something we can promote. This isn't something we can sell. And it soured things badly with Burton and the producers of Batman. So that was pretty much it. He was not going to be back for a third one. He didn't want to do the second one. He wasn't going to do the third one. He had an idea for a third one. but he was never going to, and as a result of that, Keaton wasn't coming back either. So when they started, naturally, we want a third Batman film, because even though Batman Returns didn't do the box office they wanted it to do, it didn't do bad box office. They just spent way too much promoting it, thinking it was going to equal 89 Batman's revenue, and it just didn't. However, that said, I actually prefer it. I've got to be honest. I think Batman Returns is the better movie of 89 Batman and Batman Returns. I think Batman Returns is superior. Not everyone's going to share that opinion, but I genuinely do. I think it's great, and we're going to talk about that in the next one, because Batman Returns actually has a very impressive legacy. When you look at what it actually did for superhero movies and movies as a whole, it actually had a fairly massive impact. You might not know that, but it did. And we'll talk about exactly what effect Batman Returns had on superheroes as we know them today, including the Batman franchise itself. But not just the Batman franchise, the Marvel franchise, every superhero franchise now owes quite a lot to Batman Returns, and we will explain why in the last one for this delivery, issue 22, which will be coming very soon. We'll be completing the chair and attaching it to the floor. If you haven't yet, please remember to both like and subscribe. It helps us massively. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And I will see you very soon. Same bat time, same bat channel for more from Bill and the boys. Remember, Gotham needs us.